may be someone else. And as I sit alone here at home, knowing what I should do, I find I can't stay away from you. I can't stay away from you. No, no, I can't stay away from you. No, though I know you're no good, and I'd leave if I would, yet I can't stay away from you.
Yo, what is poppin', my fellow wrestling nerds? We're back, and it's been a while. I got my boy Isaiah. I got the goddamn crown jewel match cards in the background, as you can see with the sauce. Look at it, scrumptious, delicious, right? So this is just gonna be a review video, right? We're not gonna go too far in depth of what we thought about each match. We're gonna try to keep it clean, keep it simple, keep it short. So with that being said, Isaiah, what's good? What's poppin'? Say hello to the viewers.
Hello to the viewers. What's up with you guys? Listen, yeah, not only are we back, but we're here. You know, we're here. This is not a one-time thing. We're gonna be here for every single PLE. So I'm ready, man. I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
Facts, man. Facts. And you might have thought the channel died, but no. We just got sidetracked with life shit and all that. So anyways, so we're going to go in chronological order of what the match card was. So starting off, of course, it's going to be the Bloodline 2.0 versus the OG Bloodline. Right. So big match. A lot of expectations. We had, of course, Solo, and it was Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, correct? Like they were.
That is correct.
Yeah. Tonga Tama was in the background for whatever reason. That boy just stays in the background. And then we had, of course, Roman and Jimmy that came out together. Jay came out after them because I think they're trying to nail in the fact that he is his own man, and he's still not completely trusting of Roman. He's still not cool completely with Roman.
You cut out. You're cutting in and out. I don't know if it's just me or if it's your mic.
I hope it's not. I hope it's. I don't know. Am I still cutting out?
No, you're good now. You're good. But it was really, really choppy.
That's weird. Well, just in case it was choppy for everyone else.
I don't know if you're gonna cut it out, but
yeah, I don't know. But just in case.
Last thing I heard you say was, that about the entrance. I guess go from there. Yeah.
Roman or just the entire entrance?
You were getting into Jey Uso,
Oh yeah. So Jey Uso came out by himself, and I think they were just trying to really drive it home that Jey is his own man. He does not trust Roman completely, but he's setting his beef aside to handle some business that is family business. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I thought there were some very nice spots in the match, and there was a nice story going on within the story, as they like to do nowadays. You see here we got some nice Usos tag team wrestling. They did a few things. They did a few things that reminded us of the old days. And it was pretty much like. It was pretty much like, of course it was a callback, but also, you had Jay get beat down, and then there was a moment where he could have tagged into, damn, bro. I hope I'm not cutting out, but there was a moment where he tagged in, or he could have tagged into Roman, but he just didn't. He kind of hesitated because Roman was like, hey, tag me in, bro. Come on, go ahead. Tag me in, bro. And Jay was like, hey, man, you ain't calling the shots. You know what I'm saying? So, I thought the match was pretty solid overall. It had... Honestly, I wanted OG Bloodline to win just because it's OG Bloodline, but I feel like they made the right call with the Bloodline 2.0. What do you think, Isaiah?
Yeah, I definitely think I gotta say I'm not a big fan of what led us up to here too much. Not that I'm have a problem with the stories or the decisions that they've made, but I do feel like it's been a little bit rushed. And I think like in 1 week they basically reconciled Jey Uso and Jimmy, Uso, which I'm fine with that being the result. I just feel like we got there a little too quick, but I'm gonna ignore that for a moment and just focus on the match and the storyline. Like you said, I think the match was okay. It wasn't great as far as the actual match quality goes, but this entire storyline for the Bloodline has been very storyline based. It's not so much about the matches, right? And I think they did fine enough. I hope Roman Reigns stays at a similar to where he's at right now, storyline wise, because I don't want them to turn him into that vanilla baby face that we got once upon a time. And so far, they've done very good. You still see the old Roman Reigns, the old maniacal leader, that he was, but he understands for his best interest, he has to get right with Jey and Jimmy Uso. So storyline wise, it's been really good. And like you said, as far as Jey Uso coming in separately, not only is it a matter of trust with him and Roman, I do think this is a whole new Jey Uso. Jey Uso has grown up, on his own. I'm not so sure that after this storyline said and done, that he's just going to roll right back into being, with Jimmy Uso to be the Usos again. I mean, that could be the case. That's probably a conversation for another day. But regardless, I think the match did well. Having Solo win was the right, the new Bloodline was the right decision in my opinion, because you can't just have them win now, because matchup wise, talent wise, Solo, I mean, I don't know, Jake F2 is pretty talented, but for the most part, the new Bloodline doesn't compare to the OG Bloodline talent wise. So you got to give them some type of credibility, and him pinning Roman Reigns is a way of doing that. We know eventually the conclusion of the storyline will most likely be Roman Reigns and OG Bloodline coming out on top, right? With a lot of maybe a rocky road along the way. But yeah, so I think it was fine. The result, the match was average, but I'm okay with how it went and with the result as well.
Okay, and also just really quick, it's really not part of what happened at Crown Jewel. But let me just put this into perspective for you and the fans. Solo has pinned AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and he's pinned John Cena.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah, and that's the way of giving him some credibility. And he needs it, with leading the new Bloodline and going head to head with Roman. So it all matters. Oh, and we didn't even mention, by the way, Sami Zayn.
Oh, yeah, it's Sami Zayn. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna play a quick, like it's longer than this, but I'm just gonna play it very quickly.
Sure.
I hope we don't get copyright. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I just want to do like 2 or 3 seconds.
Temptation.
Yeah. So, peep this, guys. And you can see he's for his iconic Exploder Buster, I believe it's called.
That was a good moment. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad. I do think Sami's going to align himself with Roman and everything. But storyline wise, it wouldn't be that shocking if he did eventually side with Solo. And especially in that moment. I think because of where he was, with his people, right? I think that option kind of went out the window because, he's not going to get booed in Saudi. It's not going to happen. But, remember when Sami was in the Bloodline, Solo was his boy, and Solo, along with Jimmy Uso at times and Jey Usos, they were calling for Solo Sikoa to be the next tribal chief after Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns said it too. He's the tribal heir.
Exactly right. So it's going to be real interesting to see where they go with this. And if you watched Raw, and I know we did, you would see that Sami is going to be on Friday Night SmackDown, and I'm really interested to see where they go with that. So
most likely, like it's still like storyline wise, kayfabe wise, it's still up to Sami to decide whether or not to come because Jay offered you know, he extended the invitation of Sammy to come to SmackDown. Anyways, that's not part of the review, but it is part of the story. And
It
also,
is, it's relevant.
I got an idea, like, well, not an idea, but I thought if Sammy does reunite with Roman and the Usos, this will tie in later, but we're going to talk more on this later. But how's Kevin Owens going to feel? Because he's pissed at Cody for siding with Roman, like not siding, but teaming with Roman in the last PLE, which was what was it? SummerSlam? No.
It was SummerSlam. No.
Oh, really?
Yes, I believe so. Regardless, it was one of those pay-per-views.
The match, yeah.
No.
Whatever the match was, where they tagged against Solo and Jacob.
Yes. Yeah, that was.
And then Randy had to step in, and you know, then KO was like, "I screw both of you guys. You guys turned on me. So how is KO gonna feel about Sammy if Sammy you know?" I just had that idea. Or
he's probably gonna go insane. Remember Kevin Owens?
Yeah,
you know, like the Kevin Owens when Elias and Ezekiel was a thing, and he was going absolutely it's another level. And by the way, I just want a quick side note. I mean, that's another video, but and hey, we're gonna talk about Kevin Owens in a little bit, so I'm gonna save it. But yeah.
So moving on to the next match, we have the Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match, and that features Damage Control. Right, we got Damage Control, and then we had the Meta Girls, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, and then we had Chelsea Green. Nah, I could do better, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. And Piper Niven, and of course the women's tag champs, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. So, would you like to take the wheel on this one this time, Isaiah? Since I went first on the last match, or do you want to? You know?
Yeah, I mean, the match, I believe it was a good match. It was a good match, and I do think I would not have been incredibly mad if either the Damage Control or you know, the new tag team if they won, but you gotta give something for Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill to do until what I believe and many believe will be an eventual implosion and a dream match between the two, and Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. So I think they made the right decision. I mean, there's not much to talk about storyline wise. And then I do like where we're heading on Monday Night Raw. You know, with Bianca and Jade, like you need to reinsert them back into the main picture a little bit. These are two stars. These are two stars that we're looking at. Jade Cargill, of course, could improve on the mic and, you know, with her personality a little bit, but she's a force of nature. You know what I'm saying? And so is Bianca. Bianca's really like all around. And you know, I have to think about it sometimes. Rhea Ripley and others, but in my opinion, possibly the most talented. I mean, I think she is the most talented in my view. She can do it all, and her mic skills have improved over the years. So you definitely got to keep those two in the main picture. And yes, having them win was a fine decision. Again, I would not have been mad if it was given off to Damage Control. I feel like they need something right now. But from Bianca and Jade Cargill's perspective and their storyline, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I thought the match had a lot of good spots, like for example, this one. Look at Jade, bro. She is charging that pump kick to Lash Legend, bro. She is charging that up like a Looney Tunes character, bro. She's ready.
Freaking nature.
For real. Also, her and Lash seem to love those pump kicks. And then you had Piper. She was going a little bit crazy. You know, she powerbombed EO, and then she like did multiple like backdrops to a bunch of people in quick succession. And then you had a bunch of like dive spots. Like I think Kairi Sane dived out from outside the ring onto a bunch of people. And then EO's doing what EO's been doing. Also, massive props to Kairi Sane real quick, because when she came back, you could see that she was a little bit uncomfortable coming from the Japan scene. And she had to like readjust to the American crowd. And I think she's more comfortable now. Like she's more free in a sense, you know, like she's allowing her personality to shine a little bit more. Love to see it. Love to see it. And I would not have been at all disappointed or sad or angry if Damage Control would have regained the tag titles. Because you know me. If you've been watching me for a while, actually, Isaiah knows me. I am an Io Sky fan, and I also am a Damage Control fan.
Yeah. Yep. Day one. Day one.
Yep. Day one shit. You know. So yeah. But again, and also, I just want to address this real quick for the one time. I seen somebody that had a lot of reactions and engagement on a tweet, and the tweet was about the Saudi crowd being bad for women's matches. And in this match, sure, not every tag team got like a crazy reaction, but in the match, they were reacting pretty well, in my opinion. Like they were clapping, they were cheering, they were, giving props. And of course they reacted to Bianca. Like she got a very good reception. So if any of you people are going to be like that in the comment section, please take that energy to someone else who actually wants to feed off of that shit. You're not welcome here.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from, like they say, like the blood money, because of like their laws and things of that sort. And I don't necessarily agree with all of their laws either.
Same.
But at the end of the day, these are kids that are watching. These are families that are watching and enjoying the same
people
product that we all
to be
enjoy.
entertained, bro.
Yeah. So, like that's I don't see how that's. I mean, I know there's a lot that goes into Saudi, but again, these are the people. There's a lot of messed up. Let me not go
and
there.
Crown Jewel too. Like it has been bad in the past, but with Triple H's regime, I feel like it's gotten better over the last few years.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially like I don't know if it was earlier this year's Saudi event or if it was last year's Crown Jewel, but one of those, it was really good. Like really, really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they're willing to pay and they're putting on good matches, and the fans enjoy it. And you see the kids like they're they're so excited. It's just like that's what it's about more than anything.
Yeah, exactly. So if you guys forgot or missed it, Bianca and Jade won that tag team championship match. They retained their titles. Very good match all around. It was my favorite match of the night, to be honest. Next, after that match, we had Seth freaking Rollins versus Bronson Reed. And so I love the way they've been building Bronson. Like
big time.
Dude is just killing everybody. He killed Strowman a few weeks ago. He at one point he killed R-Truth and The Miz separately. They've just been putting him in a very, very good position, as he should be. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't super happy when he was rehired. I think this year, or was it last year? I don't know.
It's been about a year now. Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't a big fan until they actually like had him go after Seth the first time, and he did like what 7, 8, 9. So yeah. That match was pretty good. That was a nice story. Like Seth he's been in the gutter, bro. He has slain the beasts. He's slain the monsters. He's beaten bigger, like height wise competitors, and he's almost beaten them all in the roster, and it was pretty dope. And Bronson is still a scary big man slapping man meat on people, I liked the match. It was simple. You don't really need to do anything too crazy, bro, because people like react very well. They respond very well to Bronson Reed now because of what he did. So obviously, when you see shit like this, dude getting curb stomped into the stairs, and dude just gets up slowly, not like it's nothing, but he gets up slowly, gets back in the ring. Seth hits him with another curb stomp, and Bronson still gets up. And Seth's like, dude, there's only one thing I could do to put you down. So he goes for the super stomp. And if you play WWE 2K24, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Top rope, head into the mat. You're eating canvas, bro. Get all the macronutrients you need. And then Seth wins from that. But after the match, this is what you see: this big,
Yeah.
angry Australian Samoan with a with a blood streak on his face, just staring down Seth. And if you saw Raw, you already know, bro. You already know it ain't over. What
Yeah.
you, Isaiah?
Yeah, no, I agree pretty much with everything you just said. And you know, one thing we in the past that we've talked about when it comes to like monsters, I always talk about like what is the potential, like how far can you go with a certain character? Like how far can you go? What is the potential? Can you win a world title, or are you kind of restricted in the boundaries that are in your character? One thing I like about Bronson Reed, they've done, or what they've done with in this match and overall, they have created a relatively realistic monster. You know, like he has personality. You know, he's not the greatest on the mic, I won't say that, but as far as like, for example, you know, he's been defeated, so he's not like he's still a human, right? I'm talking kayfabe wise, but he is relentless. Like he keeps coming back, and
He retains his aura.
yeah, he has an aura, and it's a natural aura, like something with say like Braun Strowman, who's really talented, also like ring wise for a big man. But it's just constant yelling, for the most part. At least that's what, yeah. And it's like you can only go so far with a character like that. I mean, hey, he did win a few world titles, or at least one world title, if not two. Granted, it was in the pandemic era, and he had a great run at one point. I'm talking about Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would not have been mad if Bronson Reed won this match, but I do understand you got to give Seth Rollins a little bit of momentum. He's kind of been, I'm not gonna say he's been floating. They haven't done terrible by him, but he's definitely been, you know, it's a fall from grace a little bit for now. So you got to give him at least a win, and you did it in a way where Bronson Reed looks maybe even more badass than if he would have won.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he to interject real quick, he kind of reminds me of a slasher like movie villain, like Michael Myers and Jason. You can beat them, but there's going to be another movie.
Exactly.
And they're going to come back. Maybe in the same movie, they even get back up because Michael Myers did. Have you seen Halloween Ends?
And if you look at, and it's funny because if you look at Seth Rollins' reaction on Monday when he saw him, it kind of was like he just saw Jason again or something. You know, like he's like, "What the hell, man? I thought I was done with you." Like, and you know, I just hope, and I hope you understand where I'm going with this. I hope he doesn't. Bronson Reed next year does. I'm not finished with you yet. Once he does that, this is all over. I don't know.
Yeah, don't give him a catchphrase. He doesn't need a catchphrase. Yeah, if anybody from WWE Creative or if Triple H himself is on a burner account just peeping this or whatever, maybe you're AFK peeping this, please don't give this man a catchphrase, bro. He's you know, let him just be Michael Myers. Okay.
Yeah, and he's a human, and like, and you know, you created in a way where, so like, say if Bronson Reed came out next week and cut like a promo where it showed like his, you know, like his motivations and stuff, because sometimes monsters like in WWE, they're just like brain dead Neanderthals, you know, so they're not really, but he's not, and I think there is potential for the future for him, and I think the match was good, and I think the ending was perfect.
So. Yes, this the way they're going with this is the last thing I'll say, and I think we can move on. Yeah. Hey man, hear me out. Walk with me, guys. Walk with me. All right, ready? Hold my hand. Are you holding my hand? I don't feel it.
I'm taking steps already.
I feel it now. Hall of Pain 2.0 run.
I think we're basically on that right now. I think.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
we just missing the title, bro.
Yeah, I mean, because if you look at it, like the same thing that Mark Henry did back in the day was taking out guys like Bronson Reed has. So
yeah, bro.
We're definitely.
He took out Batista back in the day,
and
on
funny
SmackDown.
That you mentioned Batista because it's kind of similar because Mark Henry took out Batista for a while, and Batista came back, and I remember he went after Mark Henry the same way that Seth Rollins came back from injury and went after.
Yeah, bro.
So it's very similar.
It's very similar. Yeah, very dope. So yeah, Bronson, you turned me into a fan, and I would assume Isaiah as well. So good stuff, man.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Now the next match after Seth versus Bronson is the Women's Crown Jewel Championship match, which is Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. Now, I'll let you lead off. Go ahead. You got the mic, bro.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's the match was fine. The match was good. I like Liv. I like, I like that she won. I just have a hard time buying into the crown jewel champion a little bit. I mean, I'm cool with the ring, but I'm pretty sure the ring that Liv Morgan showed on Monday Night Raw is going to disappear after a few weeks. But it was okay. Let me just ignore that aspect of it and just focus on the result. And the most important part of this entire match here was Tiffany Stratton. Like, I think her time is coming quite soon.
Please.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if she had cashed in at this event, but I'm not mad with it. Let it stew a little bit. No need to rush at this moment in time. It was a fine match. I like that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are linked up together because, of their past when they were baby faces. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
I like continuity. I like when things continue. I don't want you to just pretend you hate each other because that's a face and that's a heel. No, I like continuation, and that's one thing Triple H has done pretty good overall since he's come back into the fray, unlike AEW. That's a conversation for another day.
Keep the tribalism somewhere else, I say.
No, I'm a fan of AEW. That's why
I know.
That's the whole thing. So, it was fine. I'm not going to say I'm going to remember this match in a month. I probably won't, but it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say I agree. Because we all know Nia would have won, but of course, heels. I think they're overdoing this still, but this picture that was just up, it's up now. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Shenanigans. And I think this is fine because you're playing into, will she cash in? Who's she gonna cash in on? Is she gonna cash in on Nia like we've been teasing, or is she gonna cash in on Liv, who is obviously laid the F out?
Mm-hmm.
And also, Raquel, man, I just want to say I feel so bad for her because when she returned at Bad Blood, they didn't react, and I feel so bad for her, man. Because I reacted, man. I would have reacted in person too if I was at the event. I like Raquel. I like her. Sure. She screwed up. She had Liv try to pan Rhea after the DQ was called, but humans make mistakes. It's okay.
If I could interject now, listen, in kayfabe, okay, it's not the first time that purposefully they would have you beat down a wrestler, right? And just for a statement, you pin the person or so
it's a mistake, bro. We could wash over it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and it's like a statement,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, bro. So, but yeah, I don't really have too much to add on top of that. This isn't really related to the match, but I do like how Nia didn't have to wear anything special for the Saudi crowd, but Liv did.
Yeah,
because Nia's like, bro, this is already my gear. Like, I'm good.
Advantage Nia. So
for real. Yeah. Moving on. We have. Let's see. We had a no contest match, right? We had KO versus Randy Orton, and these people, I kind of enjoyed the no contest aspect. And if people at the Saudi crowd were a little bit mad because they didn't get to see them have an actual match, I get it. I do. I would be frustrated too. I understand. Valid, justified. Okay, but the reason why I am with the chaos is because you had the match start off like this, right? KO takes a sneak chair shot to Randy Orton while he's doing his entrance pose, and that's how the match starts, right? And then the ref gets in there, tries to break it up, and KO's about to smack Randy with a chair, and then the ref's like, nah, bro. So then KO's like, nah, bro, screw you, catch a stunner. And I'm gonna play a quick few seconds of this clip again, not too long.
Down, trying to get this under control. Yeah, trying to separate these two before somebody gets seriously hurt.
And after that, I'm scared to play it. Hold on, chat, bro. I'm scared to play it. Understand, please. But after that, Randy RKO's Adam Pearce. Not gonna. Did not expect that. Were you?
No, I mean, once Adam Pearce started touching Randy, I was like, okay, he's gonna get RKO'd. But I didn't expect that to happen before going into this event. That's for sure.
Yeah. Because I was like, they haven't done a general manager bump in a while, like a while.
Let alone a referee bump to that magnitude, like that way.
Right. Like usually it's like accidental bumps.
Yeah. And then Jamie Noble got thrown across the thing, so like that was fun. And it kind of reminded me of Randy back in the day feuding with Seth and the J&J security. So that was cool.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it just reminded me of like when wrestling was like really, really, really chaotic and fun because of it being so chaotic.
Yeah.
And then like those crackheads didn't even stop there, bro. They went further. They took it into the crowd, bro. They took it into the crowd. And then like to end that segment or whatever you want to call it, that little match. It's not a match, but look at this. This crackhead jumps off the mother effing railing and puts Randy through a table. Yeah. Randy is in his 40s. KO is close to 40, if not in his 40s.
Yeah.
These crackheads were just like, nah, bro. You remember playing SmackDown? Here Comes the Pain? Yeah. We're going to do that, but in real life.
Literally. And Kevin Owens does this once every 6 months, it feels like.
Literally, like he did it at WrestleMania. He did it against the Judgment Day when they beat KO and Sammy for the tag titles a few months ago. Like earlier in the year. Yeah. And I'm still a KO fan, bro. I don't care. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, that's what I was gonna say earlier. It's kind of like the Drew McIntyre heel turn, where Drew McIntyre's heel turn was kind of justified,
Yeah, bro.
And thus far, to me, Kevin Owens hasn't really come out as he's not really a heel to me at this moment, to be honest, because everything it's valid. Everything he said is valid. He's been fighting the bloodline for like 3 years, and suddenly the man that he's been backing up for this long is teaming up with the same thing that they were fighting against for like a year. So I totally get like it makes sense from his perspective.
Yeah.
The only thing that he's a little loony on is Randy, because Randy barely touched him. He's like, oh, you're shading, that's something that maybe makes him a heel because he's a little trying to make him a little delusional. But
I mean,
he hasn't
KO should know, bro.
He hasn't trusted the fans. His promos that he had like in the car, like he was like, honestly, I totally get it. Like I do.
Yeah, bro, and he should know. Like teaming with Randy for so long, like you would think, right? In kayfabe, right?
Yeah.
That if you hit Randy, he's gonna hit you back.
Yeah.
That's like any wrestler that's like not a scummy little like rat heel, like how Dom's portrayed, or how heel Miz usually is. Like,
yeah,
you should know, bro. It's Randy. He's gonna bite back, bro.
And now
you don't put food in front of a crocodile and not expect it to bite.
And now with the Sammy stuff, Kevin Owens gonna be like, "Damn, bro! Like a year ago, we were all
I a joke to you?
And everybody's turning on me. The crowd's turning on me, and he's gonna be like, kind of like before, like, am I the only one that understands what's going on?
Yeah. Hey, KO, if by somehow this reaches you, bro, I ain't gonna turn on you, man.
Yeah, kayfabe version, bro. Like, I feel you, bro. I feel you
for real. It's justified. Now, there's also like some fanfic, I guess you could call it, like fan theories, actually, not fanfic, that this is like Cody's actually a heel, but he's being portrayed as a face.
I think we could definitely,
and I think this is planting seeds, because like think about like this, and I am a Cody crybaby, so before you say anything, shut your damn mouth, okay? I'm enjoying Cody as a face, I'm enjoying Cody as a heel. If he goes heel, right? That's where I'm at. Type shit. But walk with me. I chat, walk with me. So
I think I'm running with what you're about to say. So yeah.
Cody wins not the tag title. 1 point he did, but like he won the biggest championship in WWE thanks to help from Seth and KO and Jay and Sammy, I think, right? No. Sammy didn't come out, right? It was Cena and Taker.
Cena, Taker. Yep, it was.
Now, the people who deserve something from that, KO is one of them. He got a match for the championship. He didn't want the match. Cody basically forced it on him, right?
Mhm.
So this is a seed for like, it's basically receipts for when Cody's a heel and he's like, I don't know why. Like if they go that route, they make him heel and they have him say, oh, I don't know why everybody's turning on me. What did I do? This is a receipt for if that, story comes to fruition, if that character comes to fruition. Okay.
Mhm.
And then he still has not even like interacted with Seth on TV. He has not given Seth a match. And we all know Seth would take it in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
Like for the undisputed championship, he would take that match in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Wouldn't pull a KO and be like, man, it's deserve it now. Seth would be like, nah, bitch, I deserve that match. It's about time, Cody.
Yeah, win and win.
But he hasn't done that yet. He hasn't offered that match to Seth yet, right? So that's another receipt.
Yeah.
Where Seth could be like, yo, man, I helped you and I don't even like you. And you just, forgot about me.
Yeah.
Even when you were celebrating, you forgot about me.
Big time. And the
Yeah.
thing with Cody, like I think he's always smiling all the time,
Mhm.
right? Always smiling. And the funny, I think where we're heading, like there was moments where Roman Reigns was with him, in the ring, and Cody was being booed, but the smile doesn't stop, and I think that's where the heel turn will probably go. Like the fans are eventually, just because it's what WWE fans do, it's not so much Cody's fault, but eventually he's gonna start getting booed once he's
Books
won
too
so
much.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I think that will be it. Like the same thing that people said for years. They said, well, John Cena, for example, when he was getting booed for all those years, he is a heel, he's just a delusion face. People would say that quite often. That wasn't ever the case. John Cena was always a baby face. But I think that same what they said that Cena was, I think could eventually become Cody,
Mhm.
where he's just going to be a complete, like, in his mind, everybody loves him, and he's always right. And you're the one that's wrong. And that's what Kevin Owens is going through right now. Like Cody Rhodes has created a villain out of Kevin Owens, but in reality, it is Cody Rhodes that turned on him, kayfabe wise, storyline wise. So it makes sense. It does make sense. So
Yeah, man, because Cody, and you could say you could come at it from both sides.
mhm.
We're not even. This isn't even part of the damn review, bro.
No, but whatever.
You could say that Cody is just being an honorable man, and he's not letting someone who he has a mutual respect for, like they both respect each other at some level, Cody and Roman.
Mhm.
You could say Cody was just being an honorable guy, and
But you know what?
doing that.
There's one quote that stuck with me with Cody when he said, "If I'm going to stop the new bloodline, I have to team up with Roman Reigns." Like is essentially what he said. So what? Suddenly, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton's not enough for you.
Right.
these are the people that have been backing you. Seth Rollins, nothing. You don't go to
Hey,
that.
bro. Gunther's promo against him before the match at Crown Jewel was kind of hitting home, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
He called him a
interesting.
narcissist, and he's like, "Why are you always including your friends in your business, bro?"
Yeah, I think that is seeds right there. We're gonna see it, man. We're gonna see it.
Now we've talked far too long about this storyline being nerds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the next match, back to the video,
Where were we
is
again? Oh,
the next
is that
match
a
is going to
late?
be the. Wait, I think I know where we were actually. Like,
I think we were gonna do something late. I forget. A late.
nah, I think I saw something like for the next match that said they should hit the like button. That's crazy. I'm like,
Light, yeah.
what?
LA light, LA like. I like both. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So the next match is a triple threat match for the U.S. Championship. We had LA Knight. That's how you say it without drinking haterade and having it in your system.
Okay.
Versus Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. I want to say that match was good, not great, good. Because I'm kind of at this point, I'm kind of tired of seeing Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Do something else, please. We get it. Y'all hate each other. You're both incredibly talented. somebody please put them in a different feud. But it's great because they're all mid-carders, and you know, they involved the US Championship, so at least they got more mileage out of the feud with Andrade and Carmelo. The best thing about the match was the finish. You got to admit, even if you're a hater of LA Knight, that was a clean ass finish, bro. You have to admit.
It was all right.
Nah, bro. Nah. Stop lying, man. Look, you got these three, bro. You think it's gonna be like, I don't know what your expectations were, man. I didn't have any expectations, to be honest. I was like, LA Knight's gonna win. I know that much.
Yeah.
And then you had good spots like this, actually.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Like, I liked how they got creative with the offense. Andrade did a move that, you know, it inflicted pain on both competitors, the champion and Carmelo. And you see here Carmelo hitting a code breaker, and then he's got like a backdrop on LA Knight. It was good. I liked it, man. You know, I like them spots. I like when they get creative with multi-person matches.
You know, I don't know if you're done, but I'm going to say something that's going to shock you.
Go ahead.
Because yes, I do believe LA Light is LA Light. However, I'm just going to go based off the match, not the storyline, because the storyline here, it's almost, it's very, very vanilla. Yeah, there's nothing crazy. Yeah. But this might have been the best match of the night right here, in spite of LA Light. Anyway, but no, I mean, the chemistry between Andrade and Carmelo, I understand we're tired of the matches, but they definitely, like, they put on some great matches for sure.
They got some Santos and Dragon Lee type chemistry right there.
Big time. And I think that worked really well. And of course, yeah, LA Knight wasn't going to lose. Nobody thought he was going to lose his title in this match. But as far as like the in-ring action, I definitely think it was the best of the night for sure. And I'm fine with LA Knight winning. Right? Yeah, and I'm interested to see where they go from here with LA Knight, because he's kind of been floating. You know, he's not necessarily being underused, but he's definitely, or maybe they heard me and they believe he is LA Light, and they just, you know, they're just keeping him where he's at. I mean, and LA Knight's fine, by the way. I never, at this point, it's a running joke. I just have to commit to it because I've always liked LA Knight. I told you that from the beginning. I just don't think he's a main event star. I don't think he's a top end. He's right where he belongs, in the mid card, but I do hope they give him something a little bit better to do after this match.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, maybe, you know. So.
Okay. That's fine. Everybody has their opinions, even if they aren't good ones. But
yeah, if they're wrong.
Now we get to the main event. Cody versus Gunther for the men's Crown Jewel Championship match, right? We had, let's see, we had a good story. I think, like, it was good because it wasn't too deep. It was simple. It was effective. They built it up pretty good with the time they had. Not gonna lie. And there was a really good amount of technical wrestling too, because if you know Cody, his background, he used to be an amateur wrestler. Like, he won, I think he won state championships for it. No, I think it was just high school. Either way, he did that shit. He's about that life. Okay. And you get a wrestler like Gunther in there, and of course the technical wrestling is gonna be like
a banger.
Peak right there. Yeah, banger. I thought the match was great. I think you should lead off on this one, and then I'll say more.
I mean, the match, we already knew it was going to be a banger. We knew that the in-ring, it was going to be great. I mean, Cody, I've had my criticisms of him in the past, but, you know, I'm a Cody fan, and I know that he is, you know, he knows how to put on a match, man. And you put that with Gunther, and now you have gold. I do kind of wish, I I mean, the storyline, I just didn't like. It felt like a detour for Cody, in my opinion. You know, just like with the whole Kevin Owens stuff, I feel like I really wanted that to be the focus. But I'm gonna ignore that. I'm happy with the match. I do kind of wish Gunther would have won. I feel like it could have done a lot more for him. But as a heel, like as we're talking about like these heels and their complexities and stuff, you know, having Gunther at the end give him the handshake, and then if you watch Monday Night Raw, his way of accepting the defeat, it's been very in line with his character all this time. Yes, he is a heel. Yes, he does think he is the best, but he has a respect for the sport, like his character does, you know. And it's almost, you know, it kind of reminds me of Mike Tyson in a way. For people that don't know, Mike Tyson was the type of guy, like he would just strike fear in you before the match. He would tell you he's going to tear you up before his boxing matches, you know. And but at the end of it, when it was all said and done, he only did that to the people he respected, that he felt like he needed to be.
He needed the mind games. Yeah.
Yes. And at the end of it, he would give you, you know, a handshake. The respect is there. And I think that's the same for Gunther. And I do like that type of character. And I think, in my opinion, honestly, thinking about it, Gunther might be my favorite wrestler currently in the WWE. His current character, his current in-ring ability. So
Valid.
I personally think the match was good. And I think I kind of wish he would have won, but it did give him some more depth to his character to take that loss the way he did. Because then people like, you know, I think eventually we're going to get a face run from Gunther at some point. Not so soon. I hope it's not like really soon, but yeah, I think it was good.
Valid. I will say, I mess with what you said, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta like retweet what you said.
Nice.
Actually, not only did I appreciate, you know, what I mentioned before, which is the technical aspect of it, because there was a lot of like wrestling type stuff. Like it wasn't big spots. It was just like a testament of fortitude and skill, and you know, who's gonna out wrestle the other person? Who's gonna, you know? And there was a story within the story of not only wanting to be better than the other champion and proving who's the better champion, but Gunther wanted to make Cody tap out with a sleeper hold.
Yeah.
That was his downfall. Because Cody won with a callback to Brett versus Roddy Piper, where he, you know, I think Brett did the same thing. Well, you know, Cody, that's where Cody got the idea from, 100%. Brett won in that same fashion. So love that callback. And yeah, I guess it's not too bad to introduce new championships, but they're only available at this exclusive PLEs. And I think going in, I've said this before on a personal like video of mine for bookings, cheap plug, check it out. It's monthly. I think it kind of downplays the product a little bit, man. Like I don't know. I think Gunther's fine, but for some reason I felt like before this event even happened, I felt like having these champion versus champion matches, and even in the past, it was kind of like, why though? Because like they're supposed to be the best on their brand, and if you pit one against the other, we all know that the WWE Undisputed Championship is you know, of higher prestige and higher caliber. It's the best of the best championship. We know that. It's not 2003 anymore, bro. But I feel like if Cody would have lost that, he would have lost some credibility. Personally. And I'm just kind of like, why are you doing champion versus champion, man? I thought personally it was just a dumb idea.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think, you know, Cody, I mean, he would have lost maybe a little bit of credibility in a way, but I think it kind of does a little bit more damage to Gunther than it probably would have with Cody, just because Gunther's been on this tear, you know, of dominance, and it's nothing wrong with losing to Cody. And like I said, the way they handled it was fine, but you know, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like I agree. I don't think that's basically what I was trying to say earlier. Like, why now? Why this little detour and why this ending? Like, if it was a real feud, you know, where they were going for like a month or two, you know, I kind of would have been cool. It's just the fact that it was a detour, and you know, there's no follow up, at least for now, to this match. By the way, looking at this picture, it looks like Cody Rhodes is like half robot, half AI. He's like stomach is you're seeing like
Yeah, bro. He's cybernetically augmented, bro.
this. He literally is Homelander Cody, bro. He's a fraud. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
nah,
crazy. That's crazy. But all in all, wait, were you done?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I mean, there's not much to say, but I think the match was good, and I mean, you know, it is what it is. It was a good classic match. It was like a sports entertainment match, and like I think the titles were pointless, and I mean, they're not pointless because I think like Crown, like the maybe Saudi wanted something exclusive to them, and Triple H is like, huh, what can I do? And here, okay, here you go. We'll do this.
Make the customer happy.
Like, yeah, it's just a simple thing. It's more for them than it is for us. So I'm just focusing mainly on the match, and I think it was good. And you know, I'm sure Cody will carry around the ring for a few days, and we'll see. So.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I really need Cody to have a great feud that isn't involved with the bloodline.
Yeah, Kevin Owens. That's the kind of little bit of a background because like I kind of want Kevin Owens to be involved in the bloodline stuff, but I don't want Cody to be involved in it. So it's like,
yeah,
where do we go from here? Randy Orton, RKO. There you go. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they've been planting seeds with him, bro. He's been eyeing that championship of Cody's.
Yeah, I think they're saving it for WrestleMania, but I think it's coming. But
yeah, bro.
We'll see.
That's gonna chalk it up for this review. I think I'm gonna squeeze this in here because it kind of bothers me.
Yeah,
I feel like they could have, and I forgot to say this earlier when we were talking about this match, but for the Bloodline versus Roman and the Usos, I feel like they could have Excuse me. They could have waited until like WrestleMania season.
Agreed.
Because that would have been enough time to be like, okay, Roman has to apologize with Jay. Okay, he apologizes to Jimmy. They make amends, they squash the beef, right? Then there'd be even more time for Sammy to get his apologies, from Roman. They squash their beef. And then you get Paul Heyman back in the fray, and then boom.
Yeah, there's so much depth that the story could have had, and it's been rushed. And the thing is, Roman Reigns really didn't even apologize to Jay yet.
Nah, bro, he just said yeet. The fuck does that mean, bitch?
Like, nah, like I want to see like Roman Reigns like resist first and not, because he's got an ego, like it's and that's part of his character. Like, like, nah, I'm not gonna apologize to you. I want that to be a problem. I don't want us to just pretend, the stuff didn't happen. And not only that, Survivor Series is around the corner anyway. So even if you didn't want to wait till WrestleMania, you could have at least stretched it out to Survivor Series. You could have done something here. I mean,
it's a weekly show, and you're gonna have people from different rosters and the storylines showing up on other brands anyway. So
I would have been cool with the Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu at Crown Jewel. That would have been fine, and then you could have just had Survivor Series. That could have been the thing. Like,
I don't know, man. Roman might not make it out of that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, like that would have been a banger. That would have been main event. Maybe this. I don't know when they're saving that match for, but I'm ready for that, bro. Jacob Fatu, bro. One day we gotta talk about him. Like he's definitely,
that dude is every wrestler, every single one of your favorite wrestlers in one.
Yeah, big time. And so
that dude is crazy.
Notwithstanding the recent charity controversies, that's another. I don't know if you heard about that, but
I saw something and I scrolled past it because I didn't have the energy to read it. So
yeah, I've heard it's more or less resolved. So hopefully, that's good. So yeah, man. I agree.
Yeah. Also, when are we going to get Roman some singles clean wins again, huh?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen
anytime soon. Man is always in shenanigans, bro.
The Survivor Series is going to be, more than likely 95% sure it's going to be a War Games, right? And then funny thing is, I don't know if there's another pay-per-view at the Survivor Series or if it goes straight to the Royal Rumble. But yeah,
I think it's Rumble after that.
Yeah, so he's probably not going to be in a singles match till WrestleMania against, a certain Brahma,
Maybe you never know.
Yeah,
we'll see though. And I don't know. maybe WWE felt like they needed to really accelerate the story just for the Saudi crowd. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think you could have done something like. It's funny because what they did with Sammy, like coming out and they all fought off the bloodline. I feel like you could have done a match with Roman and even Solo 1-on-1. They haven't had a 1-on-1 match yet, right? So you could have done that here, and at the end you could add a little brawl to satisfy the, I mean, it would have been no defeat, like no finish, because that's just what Roman matches are, and I think it would have been the same effect. So yeah, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't think they made the wrong decision with the storylines. Like with their decisions, it's just been too quick, way too fast. And
Yeah. There's some fumbles.
Yeah.
Triple H ain't perfect.
Oh no. That's another video. There's plenty of things that he's done, but he's done more or less good. But there's definitely some gaps in there for sure.
Yeah, but anyways, this is it's in the longer realms of the video. It's almost an hour. We didn't want it to be this way, but it's okay.
We want to keep it less than an hour too, because for reasons, So.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. Real ones, if you're here, thank you. You gave us that watch time we need. You know what I'm saying? Have you considered maybe?
We'll clean it up. We'll clean it up. Future PLEs. We'll get the time down and eventually.
We'll keep our nerdism to a limit.
Yeah, separate videos for those.
Yeah, man. But I'm not sure when this video will come out. Probably in a couple days after recording. Either way, have a good day or night. Have a good week. Keep watching wrestling. Keep being a fan. Don't be toxic. And yeah. Peace out.
Boys.